Hey pal, you're welcome. You can call me Mr. Leke Amol. Right now, you are watching this video because you are here to learn what it means to manage your time better. Especially during the holidays, I realize that many children struggle with time management and how much more during school hours. So I have put a series of videos together. This is the first in the series. So make sure that after watching this one, you move on to the next and the next and the next. There should be about 5 videos in this series on learning about time management. So let's get to work. But before we proceed, I'd like to establish some basic, basic understanding. All right, the first understanding is I need you to get this right. This video is not to entertain, it is actually to educate you. So I don't want you to be a passive listener. I need you to get ready to learn. But anyway, we will be having fun while at it. And since we'll be having fun while learning, I think you can just put the word educate and entertain together to say, I will be edutaining you throughout this series. The next thing is I need you to get a journal. So grab a journal. If you haven't got a journal with you right now, pause this video, get a journal right now, and dedicate that journal specifically to the series of teachings that I will be putting you through. Okay, so you can pretty much call me your coach, your life coach, because this is not just about managing your time, it's actually about managing your life. And it's not going to be the last video that I will be doing to teach children how to become a better person. To be honest, many of the things and the principles I will be teaching you in this series of videos, if I had learned them as a child and put them to use, I am very certain that I will be achieving greater results than I am commanding right now. Not to say that I don't love my life. Oh, I'm enjoying the best life because I have been able to make some good decisions better than many of the decisions I had taken in the past before. Please forgive me, I have a bit of a sore throat. But the work has to be done. If I wait for perfect conditions, you will not be getting this video right now. So I have to make sure that I get this video out to you. So get a journal very quickly and make sure that you get lessons, write down lessons from this video and practice them. Next, feel free, since this is not a live session, it is not, I'm not in the room with you right now, although assume that I'm sort of with you, but I am not with you. And neither am I being rushed. Okay, I am not pressed for time, so neither should you be pressed for time. So you can feel free to pause this video at any time to think, to write down some notes, write down some ideas. You can rewind if you felt I rushed through something. You can even reduce the speed of the video. You can make it 0.5, 1.5. If you think I'm too slow, you can even increase it to 2 points, 2.5 points. It's entirely your choice. And then, of course, you can play it back as many times as possible. Your objective is to catch the lessons in this video and learn fast. Of course, the last thing I need you to do is share. Share this content with somebody. Share what you have learned with somebody at home. Sit mommy and daddy down and say, hey guys, hey mom, hey dad. I'm sure some parents will consider it rude to call them guys. So call mommy, daddy. I want to tell you some things. I've just learned something. This is the next thing I will be doing with my life during this holiday, stuff like that. So share them. Share the ideas, the fantastic ideas that pop up in your mind in this video. Excuse me, I need to take something with them. And of course, share the content as well with many of your friends out there. Say, I think this is something very valuable that you'll learn from. Okay, so with that established, I'd like to start with a simple story. It's a painful story. It's a story of mine that taught me the value of time management. I actually learned it from somebody in my primary school. So as you can guess, I was a very smart kid. I mean, I'm very smart from school, from primary school. So this happened to me in primary school. As smart as I wasn't as smart as a particular girl. This girl was always first position. I mean, she maintained first position from primary four. My primary school didn't have a primary six, so from primary five, you move on to secondary school. So primary four, this girl always dusted us. And then in primary four, she left to the secondary school. So automatically, so, I mean, she was first, I was always second. So first, second, first, second. That's how it was. So, I mean, nobody contested it. It's predictable. This girl will be first. Let me call her name. Islamia to be first. I would be second. And she left for secondary school from primary 4. So automatically, guess what? I became first position in primary 5. First term, primary 5, I got my first position. I had, I had my badge, feeling fly that I'm going to be coasting from here. It was not a big deal. Every other person would stay behind me. So I didn't really pull much effort. I didn't do too much. I didn't do too much. Just felt it would be easy to be a glide through primary 5. I'll maintain the first position. I was particularly aiming for the third term when the graduation ceremony would happen and would be given. I mean, to be an accolade in front of all your parents, it's huge. It's a big deal to be called out as first position in, at the end of the term, and I get my reward. Little did I know that a young man named Gafar was working hard at getting that first position from me. So, second term holiday came. I went home, did what every normal child would do. I played ball. I pretty much had fun, didn't think about school at all. We resumed the third term, and I did pretty much the same things I would do. Nothing extra, nothing too exerting. I mean, I would only study for exams maybe a couple of days before the examination. It was just fine. When the results were computed at the end of the third term, alas, I lost my first position to Gafar. Gafar became first position and was awarded during the graduation instead of me. You can imagine my pain. I shed tears. In fact, it took a long time before my parents could console me from crying. What did Gafar do differently from me? Gafar managed his time better. He told me that during the second term holiday, he spent he spent the holiday studying ahead of others, ahead of me, obviously. The third term topics. So by the time the teacher was teaching the third term, I was actually surprised. Funny enough, he was answering questions so confidently and stuff like that. I didn't see it as a big deal. It wasn't a threat to me. I knew I would still get my first position anyway, or I thought. Last exam period came. While I would read a day or two before examinations, Gafar started preparing for the examinations weeks before the exam. He managed his time better, and then he got the fantastic result. A very painful lesson for me, and I don't want you to fall into the same trap that I fell into. So, if you have not listened or heard anything I've said so far, I am certain that you have heard this one. You need this particular course. Learn to manage your time better. So that's the end of this section. Come by the next section, I will be showing you how you and I can catch time. So are you ready? See you there.